What'll it be, gents?
Make mine a beer.
The same.
Coming right up.
Mike Clark around?
Who?
Mike Clark.
Never heard of him.
You sure you don't know Clark?
Sure, I'm sure.
Look, if you don't know Clark, why did he give this place as his phone number?
Did he? Oh, I don't know. Why don't you ask him? Maybe you didn't take down the right phone number. Say, ain't I seen you someplace?
I don't think so.
You ever been in here before?
No, never.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yep.
You know, I never go wrong on a face. And I seen you someplace. I got it. You got a pal of mine out of a jam. I testified at the trial. Tom Finnegan, remember? The boys are trying to let him kick the rap for him.
Oh, you must have me confused with someone else.
Confused, my eye. You're the public defender. Who you kidding?
What's bothering him?
I don't know.
Open up, Clark. Let me in.
Find something?
Yeah, look at this, John. Might be just what we're looking for.
Davis, come in a minute, will you? This Mr. Hanlon?
How you do?
And Mr. Matthews.
Hi. Matthews, the lawyer who's defending Collins?
That's right.
If there's anything I can do for the kid, just let me know.
Okay, then. Now, we know that you've been playing the races and that you've owed Mike Clark, a bookie, several $100s for a long time. Now, can you explain to us how you came into that much money and paid him off early on Saturday morning?
Who told you that?
I suggest that you answer their questions, Davis. Where did the money come from?
Maybe I drew it out of the bank.
Maybe. We can check on that.
Or maybe you took it out of the cash box Friday night.
What are you trying to do, pin this thing on me? Well, you can't. The only thing I'm guilty of is owing a bookie some money, and I'm stalling him off till I can get enough to pay him off. Anything wrong with that?
I would say there's nothing wrong with it if you can explain to us where you were and what you were doing on Friday night.
The watchman says the robbery took place after 10. Where were you then?
I was home in my apartment, getting ready to turn in.
Sure you didn't drop off here first?
Are you trying to put words into my mouth? Of course I didn't.
Now, just a minute, Davis. You're only getting yourself in deeper. You know, Mr. Matthews, I was so sure that Collins stole the money that I never even gave a second thought to any other possibility. Just now, it hit me like a flash. Davis wasn't home Friday night.
That's a lie.
Don't call me a liar, Davis. I tried to phone you a little after 10. No one answered the phone.
Now, it's very important, Mr. Marshall, that there be no mistake about the time of the call. How do you know it was a little after 10?
Well, you see, Friday nights, I'm at home watching the television, the fights. Never miss them. You see, the main event goes on about 10 o'clock. Friday night was a quickie. Spider Kelly was KO'd in the first round. And right after that, I tried to get Davis.
Mind if I use your telephone, Mr. Marshall?
Sure, go ahead.
Hello, program information. I wonder if you could check last Friday night's fights and tell me what time the main event was over? Thank you. Mm-hmm. You're sure? I see. Thank you very much.
I was right, huh? Fights wound up a little after 10.
Your information helped a lot more than you think, Mr. Marshall.
Well, good. I'm glad I could be of any help.
This is a frame-up.
Frame up nothing. You're getting what's coming to you, Davis. Any man's a sucker that lets the horses get him.
I take it you don't play the horses, Mr. Marshall?
Never.
Really? Then how can you explain these papers that we found at the bookies?
Paper? What paper?
It's a statement of accounts owing Mike Clark. Seemed that you owed him much more than Davis did. I think you'll find it was $1,816.
Now, look here. If you're meaning to insinuate that
It's more than an insinuation. You're being placed under arrest for stealing company funds. Unless you're clever enough to tell us how you saw those fights televised Friday night.
But I did see them.
Perhaps you read about the fights in the paper. But if you saw them, you must have X-ray eyes, because the station just informed me that they had microwave trouble and ran a film instead. You see, Hanlon and I were sure that Marshall was our man from the minute we picked up the papers at the bookies. We were only pretending that it was Fred Davis until we could get Marshall to trap himself, which he did. Oh, and one more thing. Channel 2 had no microwave trouble that night. The fights had been televised as usual. I knew that Marshall's alibi was a fake, so I did a little faking myself. I simply called my office, but pretended I was talking to the station. Well, it's time to be getting back to court. Mr. Marshall's due for sentence. And right after that, if you're wondering what this carnation is for, I'm going to be best man at the wedding of Alice and Mark Collins. We congratulate Public Defender Cuff and his staff for outstanding achievement in the cause of justice.